It was a quiet evening in Cincinnati. Heather and Adam Schreck had just tucked their baby daughter into her crib. They had gone through their usual routine, checking everything in the nursery and making sure the baby monitor was working. As first-time parents, they were extra cautious. Heather had bought a fancy baby monitor that connected to their phones and had a camera with night vision. It was supposed to give them peace of mind. The monitor allowed them to watch their daughter from anywhere in the house. It even let them move the camera and talk through the speaker. Heather felt safe knowing she could always see her baby. She and Adam finally got into bed, ready to relax after a long day. Just after midnight, Heather woke up to a strange noise coming from the monitor on her nightstand. It sounded like static at first. Then, out of nowhere, a man's voice came through. He said, "Wake up, baby," in a loud and chilling tone. Heather froze. She had never heard that voice before in her life. It was not Adam, and he was still in bed beside her. Terrified, she woke Adam up and told him what she heard. They both grabbed their phones and opened the baby monitor app. Their hearts raced as they moved the camera around the nursery. Their baby was there, asleep and unharmed. But something was wrong. The camera started moving on its own, slowly scanning the room without them touching anything. Heather gasped. The camera kept turning as if someone else was controlling it. Then the voice came back, angrier this time. It shouted through the monitor, yelling awful things and cursing. Adam jumped out of bed and rushed down the hallway to the nursery. As he entered, the camera turned to face him. He could hear the man on the speaker, still shouting. Adam ran to the crib and grabbed his daughter. Then he yanked the monitor from the wall and threw it across the room. His heart was racing. He had never felt fear like that before. It was like a scene from a nightmare. Back in their bedroom, Heather called the police. They were afraid that someone might be nearby watching them. The police arrived quickly and searched the entire house. They did not find anyone, but they took the baby monitor with them to look into what happened. A few days later, the police told them what they had discovered. The monitor had been hacked through the Wi-Fi connection. Someone had gotten into their home network and taken control of the camera. That person could see the baby, hear everything in the room, and even talk through the monitor. Heather and Adam were horrified. They reached out to the company that made the monitor. What they learned made things even worse. This was not the first time it had happened. Other families had experienced the same thing. Some even said they heard strangers speaking to their babies at night. The story quickly made the news. People were shocked. Many parents depended on baby monitors to keep their children safe. Now it seemed those same devices could be used by strangers to spy on them. A well-known reporter spoke about the case and said it was one of the most disturbing things she had ever heard. She asked how long the hacker had been watching. Had he seen the baby being changed, fed, or sleeping? The thought was too much to bear. Experts warned families to change the default passwords on their devices. They said to never use the same password for different devices and to update their software often. Heather and Adam felt violated. Someone had entered their home in the most personal way possible, and they had no idea until it was too late. They threw the monitor away and started covering all their cameras with tape. They were no longer the trusting new parents they once were. Technology had failed them, and it would take a long time to feel safe again. Heather had a message for other parents. She said, "Do not assume your home is safe just because your doors are locked. Someone could already be inside, watching through a screen." They had bought the monitor to protect their child. But in the end, it was the monitor that brought danger right into their home.